WI, live from the BXNY.
Oh, yes. Another Wednesday from your favorite WCW. Cha-Cha Mystique is always in the building, though.
Why wouldn't you be?
What's good, Jig, though?
I don't know. Microphone keep dropping and shit.
I know, because you're weighing heavy on it. You got heavy thoughts. It's coming from the membrane. It's coming down from your lips, rolling out your tongue, and hitting the microphone.
It's a lot, because there's a lot going on in hip-hop.
Yes.
We lost one of our hip-hop brethren, I guess you would call it, Craig Mack from the Bad Boy family.
1,000 degrees. You be on your knees, you be burning begging prayers.
And before that, I believe he was down with Def Squad. He was down with Redman and them too.
And EPMD and
Before that, and he had a record called Zoom Zoom Zoom. Zoom's a Zoom. Zoom a Zoom, Zoom Zoom. I'm showing my age. Zoom 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 Zoom. Yeah, so he's been in the game for a little second. And everything.
But what everybody needs to keep in mind, he's the starter of Bad Boy Records.
Just like
Bad Boy wasn't Bad Boy until Flavor in Your Ear. That was their first hit record.
Yeah.
That's legend. That's what set the tone and stage for Bad Boy and Puff Daddy. You know.
And Puff Daddy had like that legendary promotional rollout. He had the Big Mac.
Yeah.
Because it was Biggie on one side and Craig Mack on the other side, or vice versa. But they came in, but Flavor in Your Ear kind of outshadowed the first single from Biggie, because I don't remember the first single from Biggie.
Not me neither. Now that you mentioning it, all I remember was hearing Flavor in Your Ear, and then the remix with LL Cool J and Busta Rhymes.
What was he saying? He was saying he, she, or he, she?
I think he, she. Or is she?
It was Blotitious, Stevie Delicious. Love him
I know
good,
he was
good.
licking his lips a whole lot in that video for me. It was kind of nice, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Craig Mack. I mean, we want to thank you for all your contributions to hip-hop.
Yeah.
And
I think he was like a gospel rapper, right? Because if you listen to that first album, there was a lot of songs about God on that album.
Well, he did convert it into religion.
Yeah.
The later years of his life, he was all about religion and the church.
Not to cut you, it was in his first album. He had song called something with God in it. It was like a lot of spiritual theme outside of Flavor in Your Ear off the first joint.
And he was also on the What's the 411 remix album. That's when the first time I heard Craig Mack.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Mary J. Blige was the 411 remix album.
Okay.
That's the first time I heard Craig Mack. So I'm showing my age too.
I mean, I said zoom, 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 but all right. And then also keeping it on with, I guess, like the health realm of hip-hop. Hip-hop got to be healthy.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of healthy, Jadakiss and the Juices for Life, they had a forum with hip hop and health, and they had Prodigy's wife and Sean Price's wife, and they had like a forum there in Brooklyn discussing health issues with the African American community, steps that we need to take to try to better our lives, which I've been juicing for years, and trying to, my favorite thing is double shot of wheatgrass.
What? My favorite thing is gin and juice, lay back with the
like seriously, because all my juices that I be getting have a lot of gin in it, to the point where my lips are burning. But I like it. Like the more my lips are burning, the more healthy I feel.
I'm talking about Seagram's gin. Are you talking about ginseng or
I'm talking
ginger?
About ginger. I'm thinking you're trying to play a spin, like a little hip hop spin on ginger.
Now I am. Now that you say it, now I am.
Wouldn't that make sense though?
Yeah, that part.
See, he playing with me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I thought you was having a little spin on ginger.
Yeah, I am now. You're right.
Yeah, but that's my gin and juice, okay? With moss and kale and apples and all kinds of shit, and it makes me feel good. You know, I had some today.
Do we think Ricky Rose need to put down that Bel Air and pick up the juices? Because I heard he had like another seizure or something like that.
Yeah, he just got released home from the hospital.
Oh, he home?
He looks kind of thinner than what he was before. I mean, we was already watching him lose weight, and then now he looks even more thinner coming out.
Yeah, somebody said that he got...
the thinner part is for him getting even more healthy as opposed to getting more sick.
I don't know. Like, I seen a meme. I'm not really up on the story. Like, there's bigger things going on.
I think they be lying. That nigga was high.
They said that he had got liposuction.
I think that was some bullshit.
Shit. I heard somebody say he got lipo.
He got high
He got high?
He passed out off the fucking lean and shit. 'Cause I think he be on that shit too.
I didn't know he was a lean drinker. He a lean drinker?
Because he's real
Allegedly.
lazy with his now. Like, it's real lazy now.
The is real lazy?
Maybach is starting to turn into a Cadillac a little bit.
Nah, he's going to...
I don't know.
The conspiracy theories is going to start from now because he's dinner. They're going to say they clone Rick Ross. Here goes it. Am I starting some shit? I'm just saying. They said they... You never heard they clone Gucci Man? They clone. So why am I reaching?
They need to clone me so I can be at two different places at the same goddamn time. I didn't say it was true. I'm just saying this is what's going to come. Life is hard. I need a clone and switch up and switcheroo and all of that.
You got to get your bucks up. But anyway, we got more show to go. We got guests in our house. Who's in the house?
Yes, we got the NB Malay in the building. Okay. She's an artist, singer, writer, author. Okay. We got Sarah MK Paris in the building. Fashion stylist to the celebrities. Stars getting their life together and they fashion on with the walk and turn to the left and turn to the right. Smile. Sashay. Shantae. Yes, I need her to hook my ass up too, because I be looking like a dyke on wheels. All right,
so we're going to talk to us, see what could happen here today on a Wednesday. We need to
make that happen. But first, we're going to get into some music from NBS Malay, and we be right back.
Yes.
back at it like Craftmatics with the young and beautiful NBS Malay.
Thank you.
Yes, and you are so talented. You got like so much under your sleeve. Like,
thank you.
Tell us where you're from.
I am from Springfield, Massachusetts. So it's a pleasure to be here.
And you came all the way down here for me.
Yes, I gotta spread myself. I gotta support. You know, come on.
I feel special.
Yeah, it wasn't that for. It's only like 3 hours. It was cool.
Only 3 hours. That's a
so
long fucking.
It's all right.
In 3 hours?
I'm planning on going way further than that. It's all about networking and getting my name out there.
That's a great attitude to have. Yes. Not a lot of artists have that attitude these days. You know, you have to get yourself out there. You gotta bring stuff. You gotta make yourself known and touch other people that you wouldn't normally touch. You gotta get outside of Massachusetts.
Exactly.
Now, where I met this young lady, we was at all-female hip-hop event at the Black Horn 51 in Queens. I think like
Queen of the Throne.
Queen of the Throne.
Yes, that was hosted by Live Circuit.
Yeah, Live Circuit Radio, and I was specially invited. They gave me a little 2 seconds on the mic. I appreciate that. Yeah, so, and she really did her thing now, but how I met her was exquisite because I guess the event started off a little late, and she was out there in front, and we was just getting to know each other. And then I got a little snippet of her before the event, so I got my own little private show.
My Lovers Are Friends poem.
Yes.
That's one of my favorites.
Yes, and you was doing poetry, and you was singing in your poetry and everything like that. So what made you fall in love with music or hip hop?
Well, it started when I was a child. I feel like all the stars start off in church, right?
Okay.
So I started off in church, in the choir, of course, and then, you know, as I grew up, going to school and everything, getting into the choirs and the studios, and, you know, getting to know everybody else. And they're like, oh, you can really sing, you know. So then I started using my voice for other things, and I realized I like poetry, and then just combined it.
Did you have like a lot of lead roles in the choir? Because I heard there was like a lot of jealousy, snakiness with the church choir. They'll try to trip you when you come up to that mic.
They do be trying to.
Thank you. I'm not lying though. They be trying to hate on you, right? For that solo.
They really do. Like,
they
seriously.
They really do though.
For real. And then they'll even try to sing over your part. Like, let's not get started with the church.
And do a whole lot of ad-libs in the background unnecessarily.
Yes, like this is me. Boast. Like, give me a second.
That's terrible.
I give you the mic after. Like, hold on.
Y'all gotta stop that.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
exactly.
So what transition? Because I mean, you found out you love music through then. So, but was there like any other things like in your household? Because you sound more soulful as well.
Right.
I mean, it all comes from gospel. A lot of the people from R&B do come from the gospel scene. But at home, like what was you listening to? What was your ear listening to?
Well, I feel like I look up to Lauryn Hill a lot, right? Okay. But I feel like at the end of the day, I just want somebody to hear me out and listen to me. So that's why I started writing poetry and stuff, because that was the only way to get somebody to listen. Like, hey, you want to hear something new I wrote? And then they didn't know it was about them until the end of the poem. They're like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Yeah. Like, because that's when they really listen. Like, all right, I think this is about me.
Okay, so what was it about Lauryn Hill? Because she's so diverse in her talent. What was it? Was it like something specific that made you gravitate to her?
Simply because she is, like, I call myself naturally beautiful and sophisticated. That's what NBS stands for. Okay. She is naturally beautiful and sophisticated. Everything that she talks about in her writings, everything that she talks about in her raps and her singing, it's all natural. It just flows. She has a natural mind. She's just beautiful in every aspect. So, you know, that's one person I would love to look up to for everything, because she's been through like everything that I've been through, and we cope the same way. We write and we talk about it because we know we're not the only ones that go through this, and there's so many other people that want to know, like, you know, how do people overcome situations like this? Like, you know, when you tell people your life stories and how you got past it, then it helps them figure out what to do with their situation so they don't make the same mistake you did, or like what you learned from it. And people just learn from whatever you talk about.
So when did you start taking it for seriously though? Like, when did you say, all right, I want to be in it? Because it's one thing to be a fan, but it's another thing to be an artist.
Exactly.
So what was it? When did you decide to really go there with them, with their content?
So, and I've been in a relationship since I was like 11, so like 12 years, right?
Wow.
What, you was a young thought, or it was like
I was with the same guy.
She a thought? Like she
I
started
was
a
with
relationship.
the same guy. Hold on.
She was out here
you
like,
11.
Wait a minute.
2
Right,
weeks
for
is a
real.
relationship.
Wait a
So
minute.
what it was?
Wait, because people think I'm 12 every time
said-
they see me. So
she
let me
said
clarify
church-going
something.
girl from Springfield,
Yeah.
Massachusetts. Ain't
But
no
wait,
You saw
she
how
could-
raggedy church
hold
choir
on,
people
I gotta
could be.
clarify
They tripping her
Listen,
on
I watch The
stage.
Simpsons
They
every
was
week.
tripping
I only
her
see
ass
the
on
dots up in The
stage, though.
Simpsons.
They
Like,
was
she's
tripping
from
her ass on
Springfield.
stage. Don't give me that church shit.
Next door
Listen,
neighbor
guys,
Siobhan.
tripping her ass on stage,
Come on,
though.
don't do that.
Wait, she said something about 11, so I feel like I gotta tell everybody
Yes.
that I'm like 25 years old.
Okay.
So I'm saying like I have all these life experiences from like, you know, you get your first boyfriend when you're like 14, right?
Yeah.
No, 11? No, nobody. Okay,
I mean,
fine.
yeah, around. Well, I had my first girlfriend around kindergarten.
See?
I never had a boyfriend, so I don't
Young
know.
thought, talking about me.
Super young thought.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
takes
I can
thought
tell
is
myself
to
I
the-
waited 14 years, okay?
Why I gotta be a thought? Only I had eyes for her. But
Wait.
anyway, it's not about me. It's about you. Go on. Go on.
Okay, so after that long relationship and after you get over somebody, you try to look for different things to please yourself, to satisfy yourself, to get past that relationship. And you know, I was just at the point in my life where I just didn't want to deal with no other man. I just wanted to get to know myself more. I feel like I didn't experience as much because, like I said, I grew up in the church and everything. So I was pretty much sheltered my entire life. So then when that relationship was over like 2 years ago, I packed all my bags. I don't know why. Like
Wait,
I was
this
really
recently,
hurt.
2 years ago?
2016.
Wow.
talking about the
So
same
you
relationship?
just went from 11?
Listen,
Damn, you did it big.
So you're not
Listen,
a thought.
she
That's
did
some
not.
certified
That's what I was
bullshit.
telling you. Like,
I'm not a
come on.
thought.
Jesus
Guys, I'm a
Christ.
good girl.
That's a good girl for your
Goodness.
ass. You don't find shit like that now.
So
Jesus
2 years
Christ.
ago, I decided I wanted to find myself and get to know myself. And getting past that situation, it was like such a hard situation to get over. And I only found my peace in my writing. So that's why I always say my peace is my peace, because you know your peace, P-I-E-C-E, is still your P-E-A-C-E, because you get through it. That's deep, right? I put that together. That's my thing. Listen, make sure
Better
y'all
copyright
hashtag
that
me.
shit. All right.
Okay.
We got
No,
entendres
seriously,
up
my
in here.
peace is my peace. And that's when I started like finding myself, and then I started posting videos of like, you know, me spitting my raps and my poems, and everybody's like, oh, that's so dope. So, you know, when people root you on, when you got those supporters and people see, like, you believe in yourself, but when other people believe in you and they're pushing you, like, hey, you should do this, you should do that, then you start doing it more and more and more, because everybody else can relate to it, and then it helps you get over it because you know you're not the only one that's going through it. So then when I go out and I recite it, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like I release everything.
All right, well, I want you to release some stuff right now. Okay. Since we're talking and going through memory lane, what was one of your favorite poems? Can you please recite to us that gave you some kind of clarity?
I am not to be ignored. You hear my voice. And you are not the only man. I have a choice. Decisions, and I choose to do better. I'll get nowhere if we end up together. You see, you're just an option. Like the rest, typical concoction of cock and smiles and just a little potion made of mostly narcissism with a sprinkle of emotion. You see, you ain't shit. You think quick to what could come of your dick. No, sorry, I didn't mean it, but here, let me just use this. See, you're full of shit. You claim you're a grown man, but you need a reminder. You're done with this hoe, but you always behind her. When she was out of line, but you always aligned her. Just reminds me of me watching you undermine her. You see, you straight hypocrite in my face. I can't believe I let you hold on to my waist. I should have let you go. I should have let you drown. Stop answering your calls. I should have played the clown. Left you in lost and found. Instead, I held the crown. Hoping one day I'd wear it. Cleaned it off every day with my tears and my spit. Then one day, I looked inside of it. Had an epiphany and realized, you ain't shit. You see, you make me so angry and happy inside. Contradicting emotions can't always hide, so sometimes I'm mad at you, hate you, and all of the above, but out of all of that hate, I can separate my love and let go. 'Cause I can do better. And in this reminding you, we won't end up together.
'Cause you ain't shit. And I slap you motherfucker, you stir that dirty motherfucker, you gonna hurt my baby, got her sitting on here talking about.
Whoa. It's good.
I'm just saying.
Go off.
Right.
Let her go off. Look, I went through that state.
Doing all kinds of
We come from up
motherfucking
to
shit
down,
since
exactly.
11, nigga. You couldn't be faithful.
0 to 100.
0 to 11. Since 11, you rap bastard. You got all my good shit.
Real shit.
Real shit.
Real shit.
Wow.
That's some flavor in your ear.
That's some flavor in your motherfucking ear. So you started doing poetries and you writing songs and raps and everything like that. And did you decide to go to like a studio? Like how
I go
did
to
that
studios. I go to studios.
Right.
Oh, first of all, before we go any further, that song that we played, we're gonna play it again before I leave. But the song is called Rock My Body. It was produced by Blurry Vision. I gotta give credit because listen, the man that edited and produced it, his name is Ego D. He killed that track. Like that, oh my God, I love it so much. I can't wait to release it, but I just wanted to let everybody know I'm releasing it in June.
Okay.
We're gonna play it one more time, right?
Gemini
Yes.
season.
And behind the scenes, you were saying you was fighting for that song. Why was it a fight for that song to be
It's
made?
just because I've been waiting for 2 years for it. Like, he's a really busy producer. And it's really difficult. Like
he tried to rob you 2 fucking years.
Remember,
That's a long motherfucker. Thank you, right? 2 years.
He didn't do that.
He tried to finesse some
He's
shit.
busy, guys.
Cause
Okay,
you ain't shit.
Don't do that.
He trying to rob motherfuckers for songs and shit. Give that up.
Stop it, cut it out.
So what came first?
Not like that.
Was it poetry? Was it rapping? Like what came first, and why did you feel like you had to expand if that was a good way of explaining what you do?
Well, singing came first, of course, because like I said, I started in church and everything. So then once I realized like how much that started making me feel better, I started trying to write my own songs. But we all know that songs and raps and poems, they're all just poetry in different forms.
Well, I'm gonna try to get like a little medley from you, since I want you to tell your story through song in this interview. Let me hear a little gospel or a song that helped you release something.
Oh my goodness, no you didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God, okay. Dang, can I get some water first, guys?
Better
need some
bitch,
holy
better swallow
water.
some motherfucking spit. Let's go.
I'll get that water right quick.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Now,
Come on, big sis. Oh no, you on camera. You gonna get up out your seat. What's wrong with you? You better come sit down.
All fairness, she already gave us some bars. Now it's gonna be some gospel bars.
I know.
And then we're
I
gonna
hope
get
it
some
don't
hip
gotta
hop
be gospel,
bars.
but we're gonna do
No,
gospel.
No, I'm just
whatever
saying,
song,
like metaphorically
song.
speaking, like
I want you to sing.
Don't be in too much of my BS. I'm just saying.
I want you to
Just
sing.
talking.
Oh my goodness, what am I gonna sing? Oh God.
I don't know. We waiting. I can't wait.
Time's a ticking.
Goodness. Okay. Maybe I can sing a little bit of this because I don't know if I can do it. I wish I could believe you, then I'll be alright. But now everything you told me really don't apply to the way I feel inside. Loving you was easy once upon a time, but now my suspicions of you are multiplied. And it's all because you lied. I only give you a hard time, 'cause I can't go on and pretend like I haven't tried to forget this. I'm much too full of resentment. Are we good?
Yeah! That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You got the whole Apollo and there's no Sandman.
Yeah, you're about to have me in this bitch. Like, don't do that.
Yes. So
Word.
now you singing, and then you also say you have bars. So let me hear a little. I don't even need a little hot 16.
Hold on, Cha-Cha, come on, let her breathe a little bit. You gonna go right into the bars.
Thank you.
I keep going.
You keep going.
You want me? I'll spit something.
All right, let me shut the fuck up.
Let me see if I can spit this.
Here we go. Oh shit.
What's love? Seems like another word for hate. Can't think of anything to talk about. We argue till we straight. Every time I come around, don't make a sound, and we still fall. We break up when we make up. I'm the only one who calls. Like you're never wrong. You're never wrong when I'm right. Like you're never wrong. You're never wrong in any fight. Like I'm the one texting them hoes, calling them hoes, getting erection from sexing these hoes, promise relation and love to these hoes. Guess that's how the game goes. I won't complain cause it will drive me insane. And you not about to drive me out my only lane. I admit it, guess I once was a fan. Part of the crew thinking that you they only man. But it's alright cause without you I'm better. And listen close cause it's my full-page letter. When you miss me, you gon' see what I mean. You gon' wish that you told me everything.
Bars in the building. Multiple bars.
On different, I think.
She definitely came with it today.
She's definitely in the matrix.
In the matrix.
You know, went from the red pill, the blue pill, you was all in this
all
shit.
Of that,
but wait, there's more. Outside of you being an ill oratorist, you also are a publicist. You write.
Yes. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, okay.
You're a human infomercial.
Yes. So
in a good way.
Yes. And what made you decide to write a book?
I've been writing books all my life, and I just finally decided to publish one.
Okay.
So this is the first one, like I was telling you before,
ladies and gentlemen, this is the art cover to the book.
I've been here
Check
before.
it out. And what's the name of the book?
It's called I've Been Here Before.
Okay.
And you're gonna find it on Amazon, on iBooks, Kindle, Barnes & Noble. Any local retailer is gonna be available in over 169 countries. Sorry, I had to break the number down.
She owe you one.
It's gonna be crazy. Like the book is about a girl who was murdered and reincarnated as a boy that remembers his entire past life and spends his new life seeking revenge. So, my whole idea to this book.
to go through in one lifetime.
I know, right? So my whole idea to this book, like as you can see with the cover, like I have the black girl and the mirror and the white boy. He's the character. He's the main character. Wait a minute,
hold on. He started off as a white boy, then ended up as a black girl?
He started off as a black girl, died as a black girl. Okay. And born again as a white girl.
I didn't read the book. I gotta catch up.
It's coming out March 20th. I have the first chapter I released for free on my website, nvsmalay.online. Gotta check it out, please, because I worked really hard on that website.
That's interesting.
Yes. Really hard on that website. So please, like NVS Malay and naturally beautiful and sophisticated, nvsmalay.online. Please check it out.
You're very creative and talented. Like you all over it. Like that's amazing.
I just want to get my voice out. That's it. Like I just want people to. If you're gonna judge somebody, to judge somebody based off of their story, don't judge somebody based off of your assumptions or based off of what society says is normality. Because really, what is normality if everybody feels like they're normal? Like I don't feel like anything's wrong with me. But if you go to work, they'll be like, that bitch is weird as fuck. She's always around here. She's bouncing around.
I think you're amazing. That's why I pressed you so hard for you to come on the show.
But you know I would come
and you saw how much other talent that was there, and I was networking, but I had to have her here because it was different.
I don't mind traveling.
She breaks all the stereotypes because everybody says stay in your lane.
And this is Women's Month, and I wanted to celebrate.
She made her own highway. Everybody says stay in your own lane, but you made your own highway because you got multiple lanes flowing.
You gotta swerve sometimes though. Like I don't like that. Staying in your own lane, that shit is boring. You mad boring. You bumper to bumper.
You can get on my highway.
What kind of shit is that?
Get on my highway.
Exactly. That's crazy. Like,
we swerving.
I like that swerving through.
I'm in the fast lane the whole time too.
Right?
Cruising.
What's the goal out of all of this? Out of all this writing, all this pain, all this music, all this joy, what is the main goal?
To create peace.
Okay.
Create peace in people's hearts and people's minds to realize that negativity is going to get you nowhere.
Exactly.
When you go and somebody's being negative to you and you're going to be negative right back, it's like fire and fire. Where are you getting with fire and fire? Bigger fire, right? So like I could tell you about so many situations that I've been through and so much crazy stuff that I could have done, but I always turned the other way. Like if I told you,
nah, don't tell us. Save it for the books. Save it for the books.
All right.
Save it for the books. The game is to be sold, not to be told.
Okay. Yup, check it out.
All right, so before we wrap this interview up, and this was an amazing interview, but before we wrap it up, I have 2 questions. Who was your top 5 any artist, dead or alive? And is there anything you want to tell the future artist, talented? What was that word you used?
What, orator?
I never heard of that shit before.
Word?
It sounds so nice though.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna write it down when I walk away.
Orator, that's what it is?
Yeah,
I never heard that shit before. Thank you, JIG. So you gotta thank you.
I mean, sometimes I put lotions on my ashy elbows every now and then. You know.
That was real sexy. That was sexy. Orator. Am I saying
it just rolls right off?
I've been to Sesame Street a couple of times, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck it up.
Sesame Street on GPS.
Y'all don't want me to spit nothing nasty on here, so don't get me started.
Girl, don't do that. We have after hours. Don't play with me.
I always want nasty. It's a hump day.
All right, we could end your interview with that.
Yes.
All right, but you answer those questions because I really would love to know.
Also, as a rule, you can't name Biggie, Tupac.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, cool.
Yeah, who's your top 5 that?
I feel like you guys can guess what I'm gonna say.
You better be Lauryn
Thank
Hill.
you.
That's one.
Of course, because that's my.
That's one.
And what's the other 4?
Other 4? There's 4 more? Okay. Okay, let me think. Hold on. All right. I'm sorry. B was like one of the first artists that I've ever
Beyonce? That's my wife.
Okay, that's number 2 then.
She can't be both of our wives. Then again, she can.
Sister
I
wives.
mean, but we can all be under the same kingdom castle.
That is nasty. She said she's going to hit it on a nasty note. That's nasty.
Nice and blue. We have blue
on a hump
ass,
day.
and we could take turns babysitting her though.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It could be dope.
So the other 4, Beyonce, of course. Oh my God, Mariah Carey's been fucking up lately, but you still gotta give her props, yo. Okay. She had. She's the reason why I am a soprano.
Who you said?
Mariah Carey.
Oh, Mariah Carey.
I'm sorry, you gotta give her. You gotta give it to her. All right.
I can't hit the high notes, but you understand what I'm saying.
Let me see, who else do I got? Oh my goodness, that's tough. Like I really don't have.
You got 3. That's not tough.
Big Sean.
Boom, 4. There you go.
Big Sean.
Damn, Big Sean. Holla at your girl. She a good going church girl. You doing something over here now.
She like that Big Sean. She like that Big Sean. That's that Big
Fabulous.
Yeah, I love Fab.
Brooklyn's
He's so
in the
underrated.
house.
He's so underrated. And they don't give him as much props as they need to. So I love you for that, Fab. People don't really say that.
He should have been the first one.
He is. You saved the first for last. The last for first. The first shall be last.
And is there any message you would like to say to anybody out there before we leave?
I would say, if negativity ever gets in your way, always wedge it out in some type of way. Do not let that get the best of you, because all it does at the end of the day is mess up your energy and it stops you from succeeding.
Amen to that.
I know that's right.
Yeah, you want to do a little snippet on our way out?
Some nasty shit?
Yeah.
Why not? Happy hump
rub
day.
on my nipples. I'm ready to rub on my nipples.
She ain't
saying. You ready?
Yeah,
Go
whenever
ahead,
y'all.
baby. Go ahead.
I'm ready with that.
You take the breath right out of my body. It's been a little while, but I'm ready to get naughty. I've always waited for love before sex. I've always wanted. Sorry. You take the breath right out of my body. It's been a little while, but I'm ready to get naughty. I've always searched for love before sex. I've always waited till I reached a certain point of respect. But, baby, 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 from the day I saw you, I fantasized about everything I wanted to do. I just want to put my hands on your parts, draw lines on you with my tongue till it's art. I planned on painting only half hearts, so there's no possibility of love to start. How would you make me feel? Not me, but my body. How would you make it feel? How would you make it feel? How would you make it feel? Can you keep it wet till I'm ready to close the deal like, ooh, you don't know my name. But do you need to know my name to pleasure my body, to satisfy my soul, to make me go all in when I'm ready to fold, to make me feel warm when I'm sitting in the cold, to make me feel young when I'm really feeling old. Get me to the point where I'm weak from writing, but I can't stop because it feels so good. Get me to the point where I'm not deciding if I am that woodchuck who could chuck wood. Get me to the point where your log flows down my waterfall, till I feel your thrust inside of my liver.
Jesus Christ.
Get me to the point where my pussy is gushing and pushing till it's literally crying you a river.
Oh my goodness, girl. You got me moist. Hold on, let me check this shit out right here.
Go on and just...
You asked for it, okay? You wanted it nasty.
Christ.
I got nasty, okay?
That was amazing. Thank you so much for coming through. That was an amazing, amazing interview.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much for coming.
Please, everybody check out my website. I worked really hard on my website.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
At NBS Malay everything. That's Instagram, that's Twitter, that's Facebook. My website, nbsmalay.online. I worked really hard on it. Please check it out. Please give me feedback. Go on Sarah. If you feel like you just want to talk shit, that's fine. I love negative and positive feedback because it makes me better. Okay? Please support. I will always support. My book is coming out March 20th. I've been here before. My name is NBS Malay. Don't forget it means naturally beautiful and sophisticated, and not because I am naturally beautiful and sophisticated, but because I have that naturally beautiful and sophisticated mind to help you out.
Let's get it. We're gonna get into some more NBS Malay.
Yes,
and we're gonna be right back to
Blurry
the
Vision.
fashion celebrity stylist Sarah MK Paris in a building. And we're gonna get and we're gonna get fabulous with it. But we be right back. Let's get it.
I just wanna slow down, keep us at a bad romance, but so we have a chance. But when the song is over, gonna take my stand. Keep this between us, 'cause nobody else will be worth my trust. Can this just be us? 'Cause things will all change when it turns into love. Nobody, 'cause nobody will understand how we party. Meet you in the lobby. Keep it to me, then nobody can stop me. I won't tell nobody, 'cause nobody will understand how we party. Meet you in the lobby. Keep it to me, then nobody can stop me. Rock my body to the beat.